Yo, what's going on guys? Arekkz here. Welcome back to another video for Monster Hunter Stories 2. And today I thought we'd take some time to just take a look at the official website because, as I mentioned before, often following a digital event and a new trailer, they tend to update the website, and for Stories 2 the information is pretty sparse right now. Obviously we got the brand new trailer which looks fantastic, but the website does give us some more context and some kind of background to the characters, the Monsties, the areas, and stuff like that. So I thought it'd be fun to just quickly go over that just in case you guys haven't had the time to check it. So if you do enjoy this, a like would be super appreciated. Comment down below, let me know what you guys think of this. What did you think of the new trailer? What are you most excited for? And let's start with the characters. Obviously, as you play throughout the game, there will be plenty more people to encounter, but from the ones we met in the trailer, we currently have a list of 8 different characters to speak about. Obviously, as the main protagonist, you can customize your character. We are born and raised in Hakolo Village, a village on a tropical island, and our grandfather is Red, who is the person we'll take a look at in a moment. He looks incredibly cool, and he, of course, has a bond with the Guardian Ratha, the revered monster who protects the island. And upon meeting Enna, you decide to leave your home with her in order to learn more about your grandfather and to discover the cause of the strange happenings recently. So I do like the look of the new characters. I'm liking that sort of armor style for them. They do look pretty cool. So that much I will say. Obviously, being Monster Hunter Stories, them being kids, unfortunately there are no beards. Nani? So your boy is already disappointed. But at least I can be bald so I can look like Saitama. If you scroll down on the protagonist page as well, it also gives us a look at the available weapons. If you guys haven't played Stories before, don't forget it doesn't give you the full range of 14 weapons. It's just got a smaller selection because, of course, this is a turn-based game. It's much more about fighting alongside your Monsties than it is just, using the weapons. So we, of course, have the Greatsword, we have the Hammer, we have the best weapon in the entire history of Monster Hunter, the Sword and Shield. Plus we have the hunting horn and we have the bow. So all weapons you're pretty familiar with. I am more than happy using the sword and shield, so that's fine for me. Of course, one of the main characters we will be interacting with is Enna, a Wyverian girl who knew your grandfather, Red. Obviously keep in mind Wyverians are hella old, or at least they can live on for a pretty long time. Hoping to work together to uncover the truth behind the recent environmental anomalies, she entrusts us with the Rathalos egg, supposedly containing the legendary monster fated to destroy the world. So obviously we need to make it our friend and protect it from everyone that basically doesn't trust it. We get the idea from the trailer that they just think it's going to become a big calamity, so we're going to prove them wrong. Then we have this little guy. Honestly, I mean, look, right? I like my Palicos, but Naviru from the previous game, he was kind of annoying. I'm sorry. He's kind of like that weird position where he's sort of part cute, but also part just like, shut the hell up. But yeah, anyway, he is a globe-trotting feline with an unforgettable face. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely right. That's a pretty accurate description. You're not going to forget this guy anytime soon. You meet each other as he's traveling around, and he is adventurous, positive. His favorite pastime is eating, and he always has room in his stomach for another donut. He acts as our guide, determined to help you as you endeavor to become a rider. Now this guy is the cool guy. This is Red. He's the one that I said, if you guys watched God of High School, kind of looks like the grandfather. I think so anyway. I think he just looks awesome. He is the grandfather who passed away years ago, and in order to discover the truth of the mysterious happenings, he devoted his life to traveling around the world with his Monstie, the Guardian Ratha. You then have Kaina, who's a rider from Hakolo Village. Her Monstie is a Velocidrome named Avmar. She's free-spirited with a bubbly personality. She teaches you the fundamentals of being a rider and acts as your mentor as you set out on your journey. And we then have Alwyn looking straight like he comes out of Lord of the Rings, one of the elves out there, but he is a Wyverian rider from Ruto Village. His Monstie is a Legiana named Shulk, which is incredibly cool. In fact, you know what? He kind of feels like he would fit into a Zelda game as well, so I'll take that. He is a handsome man who apparently seldom speaks. While he acts cold and reserved, he takes a shrine to us because we're the grandchild of Red, the first human friend that he ever had. And then we of course have Tsukino, who's of course one of the Amiibo that you can get later on. This is a Palico of a young hunter. She has a special perch for a downy crate to roost atop her head, which is kind of cool. Her motives are a mystery. What is she really after? But they'll be revealing more details a little bit later. Keep in mind, of course, Stories is much more, well, it's kind of in the name, story-driven, so they'll probably keep some of those details pretty sparse. And then, of course, we have Razewing Ratha, who is our Monstie, hatched from the egg that we received from Enna. He has small wings, which honestly look kind of like boxing gloves. It looks kind of hilarious, but it is said that with a beat of his wings, the world will burn, just as depicted in the legend, and at birth he's unable to fly. So we'll have to wait and see. Of course, from the trailer so far, we have seen a few more things. We have, of course, seen Nagakuga, we've seen Tigrex, we've seen Nogigante, but on the official website, they specifically highlight monsters like Mizutsune, Puke Puke, Paolumu, Anjanath, Legiana, Kuliaku, and Velocidrome. There are, of course, plenty before. Again, for those of you guys maybe that haven't played stories, don't forget that when you're exploring the world, you can basically collect little eggs, you can hatch them, and then you can grow them into effectively your Monster Hunter Pokemon team. Assuming it has a similar system to the previous game, then there will of course be the options to effectively transfer skills between different monsters, so you can actually get some rather interesting combinations. And then finally, when it comes to the areas, we get a look at a few of the different vibrant landscapes. Again, honestly, I love this. Like, this is just like Monster Hunter meets Breath of the Wild. I absolutely love this visual style. We've got Hakolo Island, which is a tropical island known for its sacred mountain. Large monsters graze peacefully among the grasslands. We then have Mahana Village, which is the central village of Hakolo Island. This is our hometown. This was also once home to Red as well, and in this area we'll meet Chief Gara, Kana, and the other riders. We then have Alcala Village, which is a vast region with rocky terrain. This area contains many primeval forests, unchanged since ancient times. And then finally, we have the Shire, aka Ruto Village, which is a village in the middle of the forest, populated only by Wyverians, Enna's hometown, and one that Red often visited during his travels. The villagers live in harmony among lush greenery and various monsters. Elder Maulo, Alwyn, and Zelod are some of the Wyverians who live here. And honestly, that looks super cool, but for the time being, that is pretty much it. We do, of course, get a look at the Amiibo now. I mentioned the other day that when the trailer first dropped, we saw the pictures, but they have now shown what they will look as models, and honestly, they look really cool. I mean, I'm definitely going to get these ones. I definitely had to curb my Amiibo acquisitions because I used to buy like all the Amiibo, and they started releasing far too many. So now I just collect Smash Brothers Amiibo, Zelda Amiibo, and Monster Hunter Amiibo. So these ones I definitely need. But anyway, for the time being, that is a little rundown on the updated information for Monster Hunter Stories 2. That is everything we have right now. Again, with the release not that far away, then it's fair to say I imagine over the next few months we'll start to hear more and see more. But honestly, this is one of those games where I don't feel like I need to see a lot. I just kind of want to jump into it and enjoy the story. So I'm just super looking forward to it, and hopefully you guys are too. Safe to say we'll be doing some videos for it on the channel, so definitely keep it locked if you want to find out more. If you want to catch more from us at Arekkz Gaming, don't forget you can catch the guys 269, Paradise Central, and Investmore streaming over on Twitch weekdays, playing a variety of games. If you guys want to jump in, tune in, watch, and even join in, then make sure you check them out. The links to those are in the description box down below, and of course you can join the Discord to get involved in all of the discussions.